This video has everything you need to know about one of the best marketing techniques all big brands use to make millions of sales every year. And you should watch this video till the end because this video is only uploaded for a day and it will become private after that. And what I just told you is literally what FOMO marketing is. Have you ever been online scrolling through Instagram when you see the product? Maybe it's a sneaker drop, a new merch collab, or a limited edition meal, and the only thought in your mind is, I need this right now. Even if 5 minutes ago, you didn't even know it existed. That, my friends, is FOMO marketing in action. Scarcity makes things feel more valuable. We see limited edition, only 100 available, and suddenly our brains go into panic mode. And trust me, brands know this. They've been using our fear of missing out, or FOMO, for decades to drive sales, build hype, and make us buy things fast. Hey friends, I'm Ana The Marketeer, your friendly neighborhood marketing bestie. I break down the strategies that shape the brands we love so we can learn from them together. Today, we're diving into the world of FOMO marketing, how brands use limited drops, exclusivity, and scarcity to make us spend money immediately, and how you can actually use these tactics in your own brand or business. But before we get started, it's come to my attention 94% of you watching my videos aren't subscribed to my channel. Do not be rude. Small and new channels like mine need your support more than ever. So if you've been enjoying learning about branding and marketing with me, hit that subscribe button right now so you can see new videos every week. I'm waiting. Okay, now let's get into it. So let's break this down. What exactly is FOMO marketing? FOMO, or fear of missing out, is that anxious feeling we get when we think we might be missing out on something valuable, exclusive, or time sensitive. Brands love using this against us. At its core, FOMO marketing is a strategy that makes people act fast because they feel like they have to. It taps into our natural desire to be included, to have what others have, and to not miss out on something exciting. Think about it. How many times have you seen something with the words, "Only 5 left in stock," "Limited edition, never restock," or "Last chance, sale ends at midnight"? And suddenly, even if you weren't planning to buy anything, you feel like you have to because the thought of missing out is worse than spending the money. This isn't just a random sales tactic. It's a science-backed marketing strategy that works across every industry. For example, in fashion, brands like Supreme create hype-driven drops with very limited stock. In tech, Apple builds anticipation by dropping one new iPhone every year, making people feel like they need to upgrade before they get left behind. For concerts and events, ticket sales for artists like Beyoncé or Taylor Swift use exclusive pre-sales and limited inventory to create panic buying. For foods and restaurants, the pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks, it's not that special, but because it's only around for a few months, people rush to get it before it disappears. And let's not forget luxury brands. Companies like Rolex, Hermes, and Chanel keep their products intentionally difficult to purchase, which makes them feel even more valuable. People literally go on wait lists for a handbag. That's FOMO marketing in full effect. The bottom line, scarcity makes things feel desirable. If it's rare, temporary, or exclusive, we want it more. And that's exactly what brands rely on to make us act fast without thinking too hard about it. So why does FOMO marketing work so well? Why do we feel actual stress when something is selling out? It all comes down to psychology, specifically how our brains react to scarcity, urgency, and social pressure. There are 3 key psychological principles at play here. Number 1, scarcity bias. We want what we can't have. Scarcity bias is our brain's way of assuming that if something is rare, it must be valuable. It's the same reason why we suddenly want a product more more when we hear it's almost sold out, why limited edition items feel more special even if they're not really that different. And even a regular menu item like the McRib feels like a big deal when it's only available for a short time. Our brains naturally associate scarcity with higher value, so when something is hard to get, we assume it must be worth getting. Brands use this all the time to make us want things more than we normally would. And let's be real, how many of us have bought something just because we were afraid it wouldn't be available later? Number 2, social proof and herd mentality. If everyone wants it, I should too. We're social creatures. We naturally look to others to see what's popular, trendy, or in demand. That's why when we see a massive line outside a store, we assume this must be worth waiting for. When people post about how they just got their hands on something exclusive, we feel the need to get one too. Influencers hyping up a new drop, we trust their excitement over our own logical thinking. This is called social proof, and it plays into our deep fear of being left out. For example, when brands showcase social proof, like posting sold out in 5 minutes or fan reactions to a product, it makes the demand feel real. Suddenly, we're not just seeing an ad, we're seeing real people rushing to buy, and that makes us feel like we should too. Number 3, loss aversion. The fear of missing out is stronger than the excitement of gaining something. Okay, let's say you're scrolling online and see something that you kinda want, but you're not sure if you should buy it. Now imagine 2 different messages. Number 1, this is a great product. And number 2, the second message, this is your last chance to get this before it's gone forever. Which one is more likely to make you act fast? The second one, because it triggers loss aversion. Our brains hate losing things more than we enjoy gaining them. This is why we feel actual anxiety when we see something is almost sold out. Brands lean heavily into this tactic by using countdown timers, low stock warnings, and never coming back messages. These little tricks push us into impulse buying because our brains go into panic mode thinking we'll regret not buying it. And that's why FOMO marketing is so powerful. It doesn't just make us want something, it makes us afraid of not getting it. And that, my friends, is why people will wake up at 3 a.m. for a sneaker drop, camp outside for a PlayStation 5, or refresh their screens hoping to get Coachella tickets. So now that we know how FOMO marketing works, let's look at some brands that have mastered it and why their strategies keep us coming back for more. 1, Supreme, the OG of drop culture. Let's start with Supreme, the king of drop culture. They release very limited stock, only a few items per drop, and never restock. This strategy makes every launch feel urgent. You can't just come back later. Once it's gone, it's gone. And that's why Supreme fans rush to buy, sometimes without even checking the price. The result? The resale market goes wild, with Supreme hoodies that originally cost $150 flipping for thousands. That artificial scarcity makes the brand feel more exclusive, which keeps demand sky high. 2, Kylie Cosmetics, the sellout strategy. Next, we'll look at Kylie Cosmetics. When Kylie Jenner launched her lip kits in 2015, they sold out in less than a minute. Was it because the lipstick was that revolutionary? Not really, but Kylie played into FOMO marketing perfectly. She hyped up every drop on social media. She limited the supply, making people feel like they had to grab it before it was gone. And she used real-time reactions, people posting "I got one," to fuel the frenzy. It worked so well that her brand hit 420 million in sales in just 18 months. Not bad for some lip gloss. 3, Beyonce, the surprise drop queen. We have to talk about Beyonce. She changed the music industry with her 2013 surprise album drop. No promo, no warning, just a midnight release that sent the internet into chaos. This was a marketing power move. The surprise factor created instant hype. Fans rushed to download before spoilers hit, and the exclusivity of the moment made it iconic. Since then, artists from Taylor Swift to Drake have copied the strategy, because when something feels urgent, it sells. FOMO marketing can be brilliant when done right, but when it's overused or mismanaged, it can turn excitement into outrage. Let's break down a few times brands got FOMO marketing completely wrong. McDonald's and the Szechuan sauce disaster of 2017. So McDonald's thought they had the perfect FOMO strategy when they brought back their Szechuan sauce for one day in 2017. The hype started from Rick and Morty fans who turned a random joke from the show into a full-blown internet obsession. But McDonald's drastically underestimated demand. Most locations got maybe 20 packets of the sauce, while hundreds of fans lined up outside. The result? Outrage. People rioted, employees were screamed at, and McDonald's had to issue a public apology. The lesson: if you're going to create scarcity, make sure you have enough supply to meet the hype. Otherwise, you're just setting customers up for disappointment and bad PR. Number 2, PlayStation 5, the scarcity that never ended. The PlayStation 5 launched in 2020 is a prime example of how too much exclusivity can backfire. Sony intentionally kept stock low to build hype, and demand went through the roof. But instead of just exciting gamers, it led to a scalping nightmare. Bots instantly bought out stock, resellers listed consoles for double or triple the price, and regular customers were furious. Even 2 years later, the PlayStation 5 was still nearly impossible to buy. When scarcity lasts too long, customers lose interest, or worse, they associate your brand with frustration. Sony made the PlayStation 2 exclusive, and it left a bad taste for a lot of people. Now, looking at Amazon and the Prime Day fatigue. Amazon is the king of FOMO marketing, lightning deals, countdown timers, act fast, or miss out messaging. It works, but here's a problem. When everything is urgent, nothing feels special. Customers quickly caught on that limited time deals would come back again next month. Instead of making people panic buy, it made them numb to the urgency. If your audience stops believing in the FOMO, the strategy completely loses its power. The key takeaway: use urgency sparingly. If you overdo it, your audience will tune it out. Or worse, start ignoring your brand entirely. FOMO marketing works when it's authentic, but if it feels forced, frustrating, or impossible to access, customers will turn on you. The best brands know that scarcity has to feel real, not like a gimmick. Get it right and you create excitement. Get it wrong and you create outrage. Alright, now that we know how powerful FOMO marketing can be and what happens when it goes wrong, let's talk about how you can use it effectively for your own brand. Whether you're a business owner, content creator, or just someone who wants to sell anything, these 5 strategies will help you create urgency and drive engagement without frustrating your audience. Number 1, create limited edition products. One of the easiest ways to tap into FOMO is by creating limited edition products. Think about how sneaker brands like Nike and Adidas release shoes in small batches, or how luxury brands like Tiffany & Co. drop exclusive seasonal collections. Limited editions make people feel like they're getting something special, something not everyone can have. This drives urgency because once it's gone, it's gone. And here's the trick. You don't have to be a huge brand to do this. Even small businesses can create limited drops, sell exclusive colors, numbered editions, or seasonal items that won't be restocked. When people know they can't get it later, they act now. Number 2, use countdown timers and expiration dates. Ever notice how Amazon, airlines, and even concert ticket sites love using countdown timers? A ticking clock triggers the fear of missing out and makes people act faster. If you're selling a product or service, add an expiration date to your offers. Give people a deadline, a real one. And if you want to crank up the urgency, show how many are left in stock. That little "only 3 left" message, it makes all the difference in pushing people to buy right now. 3, leverage social proof. FOMO isn't just about scarcity. It's also about desirability. People don't want to miss out on things that everyone else is talking about. That's why you'll see brands showcasing who is buying their product. Use real customer reviews, influencer shoutouts, and user-generated content to prove that people love what you're selling. If others are hyping it up, more people will feel the need to be part of it too. That's why when Apple releases a new iPhone, people line up overnight or pre-order them because they want to be part of the exclusivity. 4, build a VIP or members only experience. One of the most powerful FOMO tactics, exclusivity. People love feeling like they're part of an inner circle. Look at brands like Sephora. They have their Beauty Insider program where higher tier members get access to sales, or Patreon, where fans pay for exclusive content from their favorite creators. If you want to build a long-term FOMO strategy, create a VIP program or membership club. Offer early access, secret discounts, or exclusive perks. The key is to make people feel like they're getting something special that others can't get. Number 5, master the art of the surprise drop. And finally, sometimes the best way to ignite FOMO is with a surprise. Beyoncé basically rewrote the rules of album releases when she dropped her self-titled album without any warning. Why did it work? Because it shocked the industry and made everyone rush to listen. No pre-hype, no build-up, just instant demand. Brands do this all the time. Nintendo has done stealth drops for new game releases. Fashion labels like Supreme randomly release items with no prior announcement. The effect? People scramble to be the first to get their hands on it. If you're running a brand, try dropping something unexpected. A limited edition product, an exclusive offer, something nobody saw coming. The element of surprise can be just as powerful as the limited quantity itself. FOMO marketing is one of the best tools for making people act now. But here's the key, it has to feel real. If it's overused, fake, or frustrating, customers will tune out, or worse, get mad at your brand. So if you're going to use FOMO, do it strategically, make things exclusive, use social proof, and don't be afraid to experiment with urgency. When done right, FOMO marketing can create excitement, drive insane engagement, and make your brand feel irresistible. FOMO marketing is everywhere. Fashion, food, music, tech. It's why we rush to buy, why things sell out, and why brands use exclusivity as their secret weapon. So next time you see limited edition or only 50 available, ask yourself, do I really want this? Or is FOMO working its magic on me? If you love this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let's talk in the comments. What's the last thing you bought because of FOMO? Until next time, marketeers, stay smart, stay savvy, and don't let FOMO get the best of you.